Hello students, welcome to the lecture series of fluid mechanics. Myself, Professor Dhruv Patel. In our last lecture, we have derived equation for Hagen-Poiseuille formula. For Hagen-Poiseuille formula, we have derived first two segments. Our first segment was shear stress distribution. For that, we have to remember shear stress tau is equal to minus del P by del X small r by 2. If you want to find velocity distribution, then we have to remember velocity u is equal to minus 1 by 4 mu del P by del X capital R square minus small r square. Those were our two topics from the Hagen-Poiseuille equation. Now let us move ahead. So our next topic will be ratio of the maximum to the average velocity. Remember students, this is third part of the or third segment of the Hagen-Poiseuille equation. So we have to find ratio of maximum velocity, that means u maximum to the u average. Here for the u average we have to write u bar. So we have to find u maximum to the u average. So first of all let us find u maximum. So for the u maximum let us revise velocity equation. U is equal to minus 1 by 4 mu del P by del X capital R square minus small r square. This is value of velocity for any point at a pipe. If you want to find maximum velocity, then we have to take small r is equal to 0 because maximum velocity occurs at the center. So u maximum will be minus 1 by 4 mu del P by del X and small capital R square. Here let us take small r square will be 0. So this is value of u maximum. Let us give it as a number 4. Now we have to find average velocity. For average velocity, let us take one sketch here. Here capital R is our radius of the pipe and dr, that means small radius of the small element or small ring, we have to take for analysis, right? So for the average velocity, first of all we have to find average discharge. From the discharge, q is equal to area into velocity. So from the discharge we can find average velocity, right? So let us find first of all average discharge for the pipe. So for the discharge point of view, fluid flowing per second through the elementary ring. Here we have taken one small elementary ring for analysis. So discharge from that small ring will be velocity at that radius into area of that ring. That means dq, that means small discharge is equal to u into 2 pi r into dr. This is area for small elementary ring. Clear? 2 pi r into dr. So if you put value of velocity here, so instead of u we have to write minus 1 by 4 mu del P by del X capital R square minus small r square into value of elementary ring 2 pi r into dr. So let us understand, this is value of dq, that means discharge from small element or small ring. We have to find average velocity. So for average velocity we have to find total discharge or overall discharge. So for the overall discharge, let us take integration of 0 to r for dq. So integration of 0 to r, we have to put value of dq here. From the integration minus 1 by 4 mu del P by del X 2 pi, that is constant, in the integration capital R square minus small r square into r dr. Let us take multiplication inside the integration. So it will become like this inside the integration. Outer side will remain constant. So do not concentrate on outer side which is constant, but you have to solve inside equation for the integration. In the integration capital R square, that will be constant, but r, integration of r will be r square divided by 2 minus integration of r cube, that means r raised to 4 divided by 4, limit of 0 to r. If you want to put limit, that means here r raised to 4 divided by 2 minus r raised to 4 divided by 4, right? If we take cross multiplication, then equation will be discharge q will be pi divided by 8 mu minus del P by del X capital R raised to 4. Here why this sign is taken as minus, here you have to revise again and again because it indicates pressure reducing with respect to length. Clear students? So next, average velocity will be velocity is equal to discharge by area. Our main equation is q is equal to area into velocity. So velocity will be q by area. So let us put value of q here and area of overall pipe area, that means pi r square, and for the overall pipe we have to take capital R. So average velocity will be 1 by 8 mu minus del P by del X capital R square. Here we want to find ratio of u maximum to u average. Now we have value of u maximum and u average also. So let us put both value. So u maximum by u average, that means ratio is 2. Here third segment of Hagen-Poiseuille equation is completed. You have to remember all the equation for the example purpose. Clear students? So let us move on last segment and final segment of the Hagen-Poiseuille equation, pressure drop in the pipes, right? So fourth segment, here you have to take correction. This is number 4. So fourth segment will be pressure drop. This is our original pipe with the length L. We have to take analysis from point 1 to 2 for the L length. For the L length, pressure is P1 here and here pressure is P2. From the starting, this distance is x1 and this distance will be x2. Clear students? So let us take from the equation of average velocity. U average is equal to 1 by 8 mu minus del p by del x capital R square. We have already derived this equation. Now we have to find pressure. So let us make del p by del x as a subject. So here minus del p by del x is equal to 8 mu u divided by r square. We have to find value of del p. So integration of this equation with respect to x. That means here minus del p is equal to 8 mu u bar divided by r square into dx. Let us take integration of in the both sides. So integration of 1 to 2 dp is equal to integration of 1 to 2 8 mu u r square into dx. So here integration of dp is p, and if you put value of limits, then p1 minus p2. Here in the right hand side 8 mu u and capital R square is constant. So in the integration remaining is dx. Integration of dx will be simply x. So if you put limits, then it will become x1 minus x2. From the rearranging the equation, p1 minus p2 is equal to 8 mu u bar divided by r square x2 minus x1. Clear students? Now from the sketch x2 minus x1, from here for the sketch here x2 minus x1 will be our length L, that means x2 minus x1 will be L. Then instead of R we can write diameter divided by 2. So in the denominator we have to write d by 2. So our final equation will be P1 minus P2 is equal to 32 mu u L divided by d square. This is known as pressure drop in pipe due to viscous flow. If we want to find pressure head, then we have to divide P1 minus P2 by rho into G. So for the loss of pressure head is called as P1 minus P2 by rho G. That means P1 minus P2 by rho G is equal to head of pressure HF is equal to 32 mu u L divided by d square is value of P1 minus P2 and divided by rho G. So this is our final equation. P1 minus P2 by rho G is equal to HF is equal to 32 mu u L divided by rho G d square. This is known as Hagen-Poiseuille equation for viscous flow. Clear students? So let us revise Hagen-Poiseuille formula step by step and remember it again. So first segment will be shear stress distribution. In our main sketch there will be three forces. Two forces will be pressure. One is simple pressure force, second one is pressure gradient force, and last one is shear stress force. If we balance all the horizontal forces, then we will get shear stress value, which is tau is equal to minus del p by del x small r by 2. From it, shear stress tau is proportional to r, and shear stress is minimum at center and shear stress is maximum at boundary. So if we want to draw shear stress distribution, then we can draw shear stress is maximum at boundary, tau maximum is here, and tau is equal to 0 at the center point. Clear? That is it from the first segment. Our second segment will be velocity distribution. For the velocity distribution, you have to remember Newton's law of velocity. In the Newton's law of velocity, it is thickness, so y will be capital R minus small r from our main sketch. If you want to find value of dy, then we have to take differentiation of it. So dy is equal to minus dr. So let us take dy is equal to minus dr. So tau is equal to minus mu du by dr. Here equation 1 and here equation 2. Both equation is for the value of shear stress. So let us compare both equations. So from the comparison we will find value of du. But in the value of du or velocity there is some constant c. For the removal of constant c, we have to take one boundary condition, that is at the boundary. That means when small r is equal to capital R, our velocity will be 0. If we put this value in this equation number 2, then we can find value of constant, and after putting value of constant in our main equation, we can find value of velocity at any point, which is minus 1 by 4 mu del p by del x capital R square minus small r square. Clear, students? Now third segment will be ratio of u maximum to u average. Now we have to find u maximum first. So how can we find u maximum? So u maximum is available at the center. So in the equation of velocity, if we take small r is equal to 0, then we can find u maximum. So from that equation, our u maximum will be this. Now we have to find u average. For u average, we have to take one cross section area of the pipe. We have to take small elementary ring with the radius dr. First we will find discharge in the radius dr. Then after integration, we will find discharge in whole pipe. So q is equal to area into velocity. From that equation, we will find our velocity. So let us take one small segment with radius dr. First of all, we have to find discharge in that particular area dr, right? So discharge will be velocity at radius r and area of that ring element. That means u into 2 pi r into dr. Remember student, this area is for the small ring. You have to remember this. So discharge dq for the small ring is this. We have to find discharge in the whole pipe. So let us take integration with respect to 0 to r. After integration, this is very simple integration. So after integration, we can find our discharge value through whole pipe. So discharge will be area into velocity. So velocity will be q by area. Clear, students? So we can find average velocity by this method. So here we have to take u maximum to u average. That will be ratio of 2. Clear, students? This is it from the third segment, and our last segment will be pressure drop in the pipes. For that we have to take average velocity equation. So average velocity, at last we have find average velocity. So let us continue with the average velocity. So that is equation of average velocity. Now for finding pressure drop, we have to take integration at the both side. So after taking integration, we will get this type of equation. In this equation, x2 minus x1 will be our length L, right? And after that, instead of radius, we can write diameter by 2. So our pressure drop will be 32 mu u bar L divided by d square. But if we want to find pressure drop or pressure head or head losses, then we have to divide it by rho g. So final equation will be P1 minus P2 by rho g is equal to 32 mu u L divided by rho g d square. That is known as Hagen-Poiseuille equation for the pipe. Clear, students? So revise this equation for 2 or 3 times. Then after you will get clear-cut idea about this equation, right? So that is it from the today's lecture. Thank you for watching my lecture.